Welcome to Unleashed Podcast, where all are welcome. Now, here is your host, Pup Twigs.
All right, welcome to Unleashed, Season 4 kickoff. And joining me today is two of my kids, Ashley and Cortney.
Hey guys.
So, I'm glad to have you guys on here. I know this is kind of tied to two different communities, the pup community and also the LGBTQIA plus community. But I still wanted you guys to be a part of this because you guys are kind of attached to it with me. And so I sent you guys all the questions that I wanted to ask, and we're going to kick off with these. The first one, which is, can you share a little bit about your journey and what being part of, the LGBTQIA plus community means to you all?
You want to go first, Courtney? Or you want me to?
You go first.
So I guess my journey began when I was 14 years old. And, it was a very rough year, but that was, my biggest experience was with you first and learning how to navigate that. And honestly, I think it's fantastic and phenomenal. And it's actually led me into part of what I do for work. And I love being a part of the community as an ally.
Well, you mentioned, what do you do for the community work-wise?
So I work in mental health. I do telehealth, but part of my specialties is the LGBTQIA community as well, but more specializing in like the trans community.
Okay. And Courtney, what about you?
Well, I guess I don't work a lot with the community or anything like that, but I guess I started out, I was 7 when I kind of found out about everything and stepped into that community with you.
Yeah.
I know you guys didn't tell me for a while, but as a kid, you kind of learn those sort of things. I think I found your picture, like your commitment ceremony pictures is what I found.
Yeah.
But I always want to be supportive because you're my dad and I love you very much. And I want you to see that, anybody can be a part of this community, whether you're, a straight or, a part of it. But as a straight person, I want to be there. I want you to see that I am supportive and, and stuff like that.
Well, and coming from my side of it, I mean, both of you guys have been very supportive, and it really does mean the world to me about being that way.
Absolutely. We'll
Yep.
absolutely go against an army for
Yep.
you.
Oh, and I know, and vice versa, from me as well. Well, if you could leave the listeners that watch this podcast one message about love, acceptance, or being true to yourself, what do you think you would want to leave them?
Don't let other people tell you what to do or who to love. Love is love. Love is amazing. Love anyone who has the opportunity to experience it, no matter what. I hope they get that opportunity.
Yeah.
I guess I would say, go at your own pace. You don't have to follow everybody else's timeline of, if you want to come out. You don't owe anyone a label before you are ready. And when you're ready to come out, you do it on your own time. Don't feel rushed because somebody else that did it.
Yes. Yes. Well, what kind of advice would you give somebody who is just starting to embrace their identity? I know, Ashley, you probably run into this more with the field
Yeah.
of work that you do, but
Explore. There's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. Explore everything that you can, figure out what makes you feel good without listening to everyone else. Because
okay.
we're all different. And it's so important that you feel comfortable because you will never shine as bright as when you are comfortable with who you are.
Yeah.
And I guess I would say that you don't have to be fully figured out. explore. There's a community out there for everybody. There's acceptance out there. Um, yeah,
Hey,
that's
I
what
may
I
not
mean.
know you,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
accept you.
exactly.
And if you want a hug, come find me.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
yes. Well, when you think about, I know I've attended a ton of pride events and stuff really everywhere. Toronto, here. Um, I don't know that you guys have, but if you have attended any, what is some of your favorite memories of them?
I
Well, let
remember
me,
one. I remember one,
okay.
Ashley. I'm gonna go first.
Okay,
I
go,
remember one
go.
Go ahead,
specifically.
go ahead.
I just remember it specifically because I remember going and we went to this. I didn't know what was going on, but I remember I got a flag and it was a rainbow flag. And I kept telling you, I'm taking this home. And you're like, you are not taking that home. Because, well, I wanted to take it home to mom's house. And you were like, you can leave it at my house. And I was like, all right. But I remember that. But I remember we had so much fun. And it was just, that's the only memory that I have of it. I didn't know what was going on. I just
Yeah,
remember that we had so much fun. We went and walked down the street and we did all this stuff. And that's specifically what I remember is that flag.
yeah.
I think that was the first one I ever attended.
Okay.
But I wanted to say this, instead of a pride thing, I wanted to talk about my first drag show, which you, Dad, took me to, and how that was so much fun and it was so eye-opening. And I had just turned 18. I was fresh. And it was, I mean, just the happiness, the excitement, it was nothing but, over the top outfits and glitter, and it was just so fun.
Yeah.
Well, and I know not this summer, but we met up in Galveston Island back a couple summers ago, and you guys attended. It was a pup fest,
Mhm.
uh, but again, it was at a gay bar, and you guys were there, and
Yeah.
I believe you guys had a great time.
Yeah.
So did our
It,
spouses.
yeah, it was the first time. It probably wasn't the first time Tater's been to a gay bar, but he said that was the most fun. He loved you, and that's all he talks about. Like he's like, we had so much fun. It was so fun. He even went up there and was with the lady in drag and everything, and he had so much fun.
Well, I know it was his birthday, so he
Yeah,
got
it was
birthday
his
shots and
birthday. Yeah,
everything.
yeah, it was his birthday.
Well, what misconceptions about the community do you guys wish more people would understand?
But you're human.
Yeah,
Like there, just because we have a differing of any kind of opinion or lifestyle, you're still staring at a human being. Like
Mhm.
I will never understand how this person doesn't deserve the same rights as this person.
exactly.
And I think
Yeah,
that's what makes me the most angry is
yeah,
just the lack of basic human rights.
right, right.
And it's not just about a sexual relationship. It's more than that. That's all they ever key in on is that aspect of it. But it's a somebody that loves somebody and it's nobody else's business in my opinion.
That's right. That's right. Well, this next one is kind of a fun one. If you could instantly master one talent, and we've got examples of drag, dance, comedy, art, what do you think you would be good at?
I've got a twofer.
Okay.
I want to be in drag and I want to twerk
Oh
everywhere.
my.
I wish I could twerk. I did not
Like
get that
those
gene.
outfits, yeah, those outfits and just the way your body looks, oh, I'd be all over the place. In your face.
Yeah.
Look out what you wish for because you know who someone here can make that happen.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I could learn how to twerk. I never could do it. I
I
got the
mean, I was
equipment.
blessed
I
in that
just don't know
area,
how to do
but I
it.
don't know how to use it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well,
I'm a lot easier. I'm a crafty person. I was gonna say sew for my porch goose. I'm trying to sew clothes for her right now.
well, what is one of each of your all's proudest moments so far in life?
I think how far I've come with my work and
Okay.
the people that I touch. You know, like we said earlier, you know, I have a big group that I work with, the LGBTQIA community. But I also work with veterans.
Okay.
And so there's a lot of trauma, childhood trauma and things like that. And I think how well I have grown with my job because I've been doing it for 13 years. I think that is besides being a parent, love my kids, but besides that, it would be my job.
Okay. What about you, Courtney?
I think the proudest I've been is where I'm at right now. I've come through a lot in the last 2 years. Go just with my job, with going through a lot of life struggles that I've gone through,
Mm-hmm.
and getting to where I'm at right now. I feel like I'm fixing to have a fresh start with everything, and I proved to myself that I could do it. I worried for so long that I wouldn't be able to and I wouldn't have the support system that I do. And now I look at that and I know that I'm right where I need to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I've worked my butt off at work. And,
Yeah, you have.
working in what I do, it's a learning curve. And I'm finally feel like I'm at that point where I know what I'm doing and I don't feel like, oh my gosh, these people are going to fire me. I don't know what I'm doing or something like that, but I have worked my butt off.
Yeah. Well, I know you have over the last year or so that you've really put the pedal to the metal.
Yeah.
So, what was your all's first celebrity crush? Or maybe still is?
Oh, still is for me. And
Uh,
it's going to be both at the same time, kind of celebrity crush. But it's Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich, the two
oh,
bad guys
God.
off of the first Scream movie.
Yes.
Yeah,
Love.
specifically in those movies.
Yes, with the mask, shirtless, you know, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I'll tell you, mine was in a movie too, but it was two. It was the lady off the Mummy and then Brendan Fraser on the Mummy, specifically those
Oh, both
two.
of them.
Yeah.
The one that had the
Yeah, the
white braid
librarian
Egyptian
lady. Yeah.
haircut.
Yeah, the librarian lady. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
No, no, I like the librarian lady, like her
No, his
and
wife.
Brendan Fraser. Yeah, him and his
Yeah,
wife.
yeah.
Okay, that works too.
I
So,
actually made Tanner just watch that movie. He never watched The Mummy before.
oh, he didn't.
No, I was like, this scene right here.
Well, when you guys think about community, what does it mean to you guys? And where do you find yours?
So it's taken me a long time to find my real community, and it's a lot of trial and error. But I feel like community isn't blind loyalty, but it's unconditional love. You know, it is, I don't only love you because what you can do for me.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's a fact that sometimes I can give 90%, but sometimes I can only give 10. Somebody else
Mhm.
picks up that 90%
Yeah.
for me. And as we've lost people over the years, which has been a tremendous amount, you know, us three girls plus you, Dad, that's it.
Yeah.
And I feel like at least the three of us, you know, still bringing, I know, you know, Whitney's not here, but I think we've grown significantly closer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and real quick, let me just say, Whitney's not here, but she's still here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's still
Yeah.
here.
No,
She
yeah.
just couldn't
She's
make this podcast.
yeah, exactly. She's not gone. She's always there somewhere. Um, I guess what I picture, I would say, you deserve a life where your existence doesn't feel like a negotiation. And so I feel like our small little village that we have, we can come to each other with anything, and
Mhm.
that's what I feel like. That's our community. That's us. If I need to go vent to Ashley, I'll call her. Hey, I know I'm working. I know you're probably working, but I got to tell you about something. And like that's it. Like, okay, I got to get back to work. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah.
That kind of stuff. Feeling safe is a big part of our community, and that, for
Yes.
us.
Yeah, I can't agree more on that.
Yeah.
So, unlike me, I am not a singer, but if you are, what is your go-to karaoke song or just your go-to song that you like the most?
I'm stealing Tanner's karaoke song, which he's not a good singer when he's drinking, but it's always going to be tequila because that's all you got to say. And he will go around the whole bar and have people sing into the mic and say tequila. Because I'm not a singer. I'm not a good singer at all.
Well, all I gotta say is 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, four.
Floor.
Four.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Tanner doesn't even like tequila. I don't even like tequila.
That's so funny. I guess for me, it would be either Melissa Etheridge, Shania Twain, or Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd
Shania
be
Twain
just
brings back
anything.
Nana.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with that, what it was, a cheetah print outfit on. Let's
Yeah.
go, girls.
Yeah,
Kicking the door
exactly.
I can still hear Shania saying, "Come on, boys."
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, what challenges have both of you all faced over the years, and how have you overcome them?
Oh gosh, that's a loaded question.
I know, I know.
Losing family
Yeah,
was pretty gut-wrenching, and so
yeah,
quickly, just one after the other. Like, we were a very large family, we were a very close family, and basically what you see, minus Whitney, who is still here but not here,
yeah.
that's all we have left. And so navigating the holidays and life, knowing that we have to depend on this group right here,
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think that's been one of the biggest
These
challenges.
huge Thanksgiving and Christmas celebrations, and now we don't.
Yeah, I mean, when people start passing away, you find out who the glue of the family was.
Yeah.
100%.
Because
100%.
I remember, gosh, Christmas, we would get up and go to one house for breakfast, one house for lunch. We'd end up at a third house.
Second lunch. Yeah.
And, and now, as soon as we lose our grandma and grandpa White, my grandma Smallwood, and my mom and dad, no one even talks to anybody anymore other than
Mm-mm.
us.
Yeah.
And then we lost mom's side of the family when we lost our mom.
Yeah,
Yep.
That was it, everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I
I
guess that's also what I had to overcome is learning that just because you're family doesn't mean that they're going to, a lot of
They're not
them
your
really,
community.
yeah, exactly. Just because they're family, they're not community.
yeah,
They
exactly.
want to call and find, especially I learned this in the last year and a half, is that they'll call just to be nosy and figure out what's going on.
Oh yeah, only because they
And they'll
want
play
information.
both sides. I mean, they'll play both sides. They would talk to my ex-husband's side and all kinds of stuff. And that's what I had to learn is that I don't have to answer the phone to you and I don't have to tell you what's going on because what I know is the truth and that's all that I need to know. That's all.
Yep, yep. Well, we're finally at the last question, and hopefully you guys know one, but you can't use me if that was even a consideration. But
Dad,
who is
that's
your ultimate LGBTQIA plus icon or role model?
well, I have none now
Can I say
because I
Elton
was I
John?
was gonna
I'm gonna pull
use
Elton
you.
John. I love Elton John though.
But let me get sappy for a minute. Like, I know we're giggling and stuff, but let me get sappy for a minute. I was genuinely gonna use you because the odds, Dad, were stacked against you. We grew up in a podunk little town
Yeah,
where it was not safe. You grew up in a time frame that was not safe. And to see you grow as a human
Yeah.
being and to be comfortable in who you are and who you love is
Yeah.
probably one of the most refreshing things.
well,
I
and
agree.
I really thank you and appreciate that.
Yep.
It wasn't easy
But Elton
growing up in
John
a small
too.
town in
Yeah, I love
Oklahoma.
me some Elton John.
Well, any last words from either or both of you two?
no matter how hard life feels right now, there is someone out there that will listen.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of options for mental health, and you can search for, allies within that, community. And, I recommend doing that if you have the opportunity, and maybe you'll find me.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly.
Well,
I would say that, you deserve a life. Everybody deserves to be happy and to be able to love who you want to
yeah.
and to keep
I agree.
going. There's going to be people that have horrible, horrible things to say, but there's going to be more people that are going to support and love you.
Yeah. I can't agree more, but oh, this has been awesome having you both on. I really, this will be a great first episode of Unleashed, and I can't wait for it to drop.
Okay. I'm excited for you.
I'm
That's why we're
excited.
here to support.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. Too bad we couldn't get Whitney on, but I understand she ended up having to work, and we just have
Yep.
to. That's life. It happens.
Yep.
It slaps you in the face sometimes.
Sometimes,
Absolutely.
yep.
So, well, again, thank you both for being here. I really appreciate it, and I know I will talk to you soon.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right. Bye, guys.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and share with your friends. Until next time, keep wagging, keep shining, and stay unleashed.